I mean, who do you think you are? I am refined. I am a good person. Good person. What do you mean? Guilty? That's no longer my problem. I told you that guilty is no good, so I am no longer guilty. No. You a lot of you supported me over the years. You know me. I have good background. I've built things and it brought millions of dollars into the ecosystem. So why are you trying to show me your primitive ways? You rude, you abrasive, and extremely ignorant. Me, I am esteemed. I have of the most esteemed, highest caliber. I mean, I was in Ricard's car. I call him Ricard, you call him Richard. I call him Ricard, you call him Richard. I was in his car. I mean, I know important people. You know nobody. You may be talking to a keyboard in your phone while you're homeless. Me, I'm rich. I don't need you. That's why I had a referral code. But it's not about Yulti. Okay, right now we need to forget about that. It's going to be V2. No. That has nothing to. Stop being ignorant. You being.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? I'm gonna chop it up with y'all real quick. First of all, I want to say peace and blessings to everybody, everywhere you are, and everywhere you're not. Peace and blessings, abundance, joy, life, and health. Word. This is what we're doing. Look how much this thing raised, man. Powerful. Just caught my attention, man. Look at this. Look what GandhiJi.io is doing. Y'all need to wake up, man. Y'all need to really get familiar. This thing is gonna be over in 1 day, 15 hours, 12 minutes, and a couple seconds. And when I say this thing, I'm talking about the pre-sale of the pre-sale. The pre-sale for the NFTs is winding down. It's coming to a close this week in less than 2 days. Time flies when you're having fun. Ladies and gentlemen, time flies when you're having fun. Look at this, man. Oh my goodness. The NFT pre-sale is ending in less than 2 days. I told y'all to do your research. You didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? You didn't want to put some comments or some new people, they didn't want to just let me know if you cared enough to do the research on the fantastic thing this thing is doing right here, man. Oh my goodness. You could give your warm regards to the developer of this whole entire situation and project and system. Sonny Pendu. Told y'all, look, do your own research. I'm not here to do the research for you. I'm talking about something that caught my attention. My goodness, man. My goodness. Oh, it's marvelous. Fund and allocation distribution, 90% NFT token preceding. Do your research, people. 10% index and future projects. Do your research. Guess what? Do your research. Oh, lovely, marvelous. And you're gonna go back home. And guess what's coming out this week as well? Was specifically August 15th. Guess what's coming out, y'all? Guess what's coming? Y'all have no the SWJ Easy. The SWJ Easy. The contract. Oh man, it's just blessings upon blessings. Yo, man, get familiar, people. Get familiar, man. I told y'all already, man. You people, some of y'all just don't want to listen. You don't want to open your mind. You don't want to expose yourself to the great wonders and beauty that life has to offer you when you're feeling hopeless, dealing with a nondescript fork of Ethereum. Just like you looking at it and you like it's going nowhere. And guess what? The heavens provide. The heavens provide options. And one of the options is a revolution in code rooted in truth. Man, do your research, man. Education is power. Information is power. Do your research. Because I'm not giving you advice to buy anything. But you waste your time and money on much less. You already know. You already know. They wasting their time on much less. Thank you. Thank you. Mix in the building with the super sticker. Yo, mix. Appreciate you. Yo, check this out, people. Yo, that NFT project is unlike any that I've. Let me tell you something, man. It's like unlike any that I've learned, acquired, even understood. This thing is different just by virtue of, let's say, forget about the utility, forget about the magnificent, stupendous, incredibly powerful utility that it has by way of just earning Ethereum dividends and yield. Like, remove that. Let's say it didn't have that, right? Which it does. So we talking crap. We talking crap. We're talking for the sake of talking. A lot of these NFT collections and projects, when they launch, on the surface, many of them launch, 10,000 coins, groups of 10,000, and just throw a collection out there. 10,000, boom. This situation, and then those 10,000 coins offer you nothing but some type of pixelated image. That's it. That's it. Those 10,000, most of them have no value. They yield nothing. You're just purely gambling, hoping that you can sell it at a higher price than what you bought it. And people have paid hefty prices and sums, like, for just an image, just a meme on a blockchain. And you would hear people scream scarcity. Oh, there's only gonna be 10,000. And look at right here. There's only and will only ever be 501. That changes the game on a different level, y'all. 501 of those things. Magnificent pieces of technology that's just going to draw more and more and more and more of whatever you use to acquire it. Over time, over the life of for as long as Ethereum lives, those NFT will live and will consume Ethereum to divide and disperse among all the NFTs. You could say NFT holders, but it's really all the NFTs, and only 501. Bruh, how many billions of people on this planet? See, y'all don't understand what What these people speculate every time, every 4 years, we have these people in the world that speculate on crypto prices. We've been hearing for the longest about Bitcoin and all the 7, 8 figure numbers and projections that Bitcoin's going to reach. And what are you hearing about Ethereum now? Ooh, wee. Y'all keep sleeping on Ethereum, and you know what? I'm telling you again, man. Like you do what you do. I'm not here to convince anybody to do anything. I just love talking about what I like. That's all. Right? The appearance of this project could not have come at a better, most opportune time. Okay? This is why I respect the founder. I respect the community. You know why? Because there's a certain attribute that you sense within this system, within this community. The attribute, quality, a certain type of quality that appeals to me and that has appealed to me personally since 2018. A certain attribute that you find absent in other crypto projects and other crypto communities and other crypto workings, etc., etc., etc. And what attribute is that, you might add, or you might ask? Divine providence. Give it up. Oh, that sounded kind of pause worthy, no diddy, but give it up. Gunshots. Pow, 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 boom, boom, boom. Lick 2 shots and I'm bomb clock. Boom, 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 boom. That's what you find here. A certain aspect of divine providence, a certain aspect of a certain type of inner workings that is not conducted by man. It's conducted by a higher power, and it's touched. You feel that presence touched all over the situation going on over here. We're talking about bringing in the good, the bad, and everything in between. That's why I talk about this system the way I talk about it, and have no qualms talking about it the way I talk about it. Because if I talked about it differently and crazy, I'd be fake. I'd be a fraud to myself. Nah. I can't speak about divine providence with the fork of Ethereum. There is nothing remotely connected to anything pure. And I'm not saying Ethereum is all the way that pure, because you talk about a lot of corruption, a lot of hypocrisy too, in a certain sense. Sure, I gotta keep it all the way tall with you. I gotta keep it taller than Manute Bol, taller than Hakeem Olajuwon, taller than the Asian center who played for the Houston Rockets. I forgot his name because I'm a man of a certain age. But over on the pulse chain side of things, they're lacking a lot. That could keep the glue together. They're lacking because the foundation, your man fumbled and bumbled the bag, the opportunity, just wanted to continuously brainwash people to this day. And it's sad to see it unfold and watch it unfold the way it is. This is why I say the upgrade, the resurgence, the reveal that's about to happen this week for the NFTs, the launch that's about to happen for the SWJ contract. That's all timing, people. Preparing for what's to come in the next couple months towards the end of the year before the Christmas holidays. This is all about timing, people. Come on, man. Appreciate it for what it is. Appreciate it for what it is. Now, shout out to David Lynn. He was the guard. I'm talking about the center for he said $1 glizzy. The center for the Houston Rockets. Yao Ming. Yao Ming. Let me tell you something about the divine providence over here. The divine providence that allowed me to see the dastardly, wicked ways and corrupt tactics that are taking place on that, struggling poor excuse of an L1 that should have been in a totally different position, teaming with success. But no, it's become mired in disgrace. Some unfortunate CEO calls himself the Giving Tree, beat the SEC, and you still have to remain in the shadows and behave in a way that's just behave in secrecy and act in a way that's so clandestine that people, all they do is live and breathe on anything that's typed from his account on the internet. How sick and disturbing is that? Like, people really don't understand what's going on, y'all. They will dismiss all the foolishness that's taking place, affecting the state of the chain today, and look forward to some nondescript conference to keep you mesmerized, brainwashed, and programmed. How sad is that, y'all? Another conference. What the F are you going to talk about, y'all? Like, what is all for to further to continue the programming, to continue to sort of like mentally control you and I. But it's not me. That's why I just speak in a sense where I'm just directing to y'all and teaching y'all. Not even necessarily teaching, just speaking. It's nasty work going on out here, people. It's nasty, nasty, nasty work. Nasty work. And you know, not everyone out here is stupid. There are many people who understand the conditions of what's taking place over there, but they choose not to say anything about it. Maybe for fear of retaliation, reprisal. Even though you could say, man, it's the internet. These are supposed to be adults. What are they afraid of? Oh no. Some people, not everyone can deal with life the same. Not everyone can deal with life stresses the same. Not everyone can deal with life pressures the same. So I can understand people are not willing to put their face or their neck out there and really voice their displeasure with the performance of this L1, this fork of Ethereum, for fear, again, of being attacked, being ridiculed, bullied, and isolated, right? Being targeted. But like I always said, when you say nothing, that's like doing something, because there's certain ways where you can behave in a way that's nonverbal, but that also shows that you don't support the foolishness. You don't have to be verbal. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to stream. But there are ways where your views can be felt without uttering a single word. But when you do nothing, when you don't even do that, and you throw your hands up and say, c'est la vie, you're going to go support some kind of conference. You're going to go support some kind of new project. You're going to go support some kind of new sacrifice. You're going to go like, share anything that the CEO, Giving Tree, Master Glaze. He ain't no Master Glaze. He's a Master Glazer. Wanna post on a Twitter. It just shows you that you can't think for yourself. You're just a mindless, not even sentient. You're just a mindless robot from the 1940s. Like, these people, it's terrible, bro. You know, Ethereum was talked down upon for 4 years before. Oh, the S load function killed all this community that wanted to end their stakes. The S load function, the S load function, the S load function. So he introduced a sacrifice for some for a pulse chain. Oh yeah, sacrifice. Okay, sacrifice came and went, and it's still down and to the right. Sacrifice came and went 4 years. 4 years later, sacrifice started July 15th, 2021, something like that. It's over 4 years later, and none of your coins can reach sac prices. And you're gonna blame sell pressure as if the majority of people support and like you. No, they don't like you. They like themselves more, and they want to take as much as they can. And some just simply despise and pretend to like him, but they despise him. You still have a cadre of individuals who are identified as the cabal. Oh yeah, they still around. They still around, right? They didn't disappear. They didn't go anywhere because there's bread on the table. They made millions. You think they're gonna leave a good situation that helped them make millions? Help them make millions and help the masses make pennies. Your fraud of some kind of giving tree created a lane by giving information out to the people who misuse the information so they could gratify themselves instantly. Came off with millions upon millions upon millions. They learned everything this man gave away on the internet to the letter, and they're using it for their own benefit, right? And it's not helping his chain. It's not helping his pursuit of glory. It's actually making him run in the same cage like a hamster, hiding somewhere in some locale that nobody even knows. And hey, I'm not looking for dude, but some people are. Publicly, it's said. It's just public. And people wanted to disrespect Ethereum when Ethereum birthed everything going on over here. Ethereum birthed his relevance in the industry. I don't care about him mining whatever Bitcoin, 10, 50 blocks, whatever, however. The ERC20 he launched on Ethereum, the Ethereum derivative that he launched, gave him his relevance. And you people often want to lie to yourselves. This is why I understand why you can't speak truth the way it's supposed to be spoken. You want to consistently lie to yourself, right? And believe that the market chose which coin has more relevance than the other. You want to believe that. You want to believe that it's the market that chose versus him. You want to believe that everything is about some sell pressure. Sure, people sell, but people don't fuck with him. And you'll never know when he's selling or buying directly because he embraces privacy so that he can do anything he wants to do in a clandestine way, which is afforded to everybody, right? But why you constantly hear the touting, constant touting, mixer protocols and clandestine and tornado cash and railgun and privacy this and privacy that and privacy? Or you can do your 1-2 without anybody trying to point fingers at you, no matter how hard they want to do a blockchain forensic analysis paralysis. But you taught these people. You let everybody know. You basically aborted what gave you birth, what birthed you. You aborted your baby. EHEX, which is not even dead for EHEX. You just kind of like, you basically shat on it, set off a nuclear bomb at the same time, around the same time period. You acquired a boatload of Ethereum for $3,700, give or take. And that whole thing has been down until this year. So until that price recovered and made more, went above 3,700, touched 3,800, that was a bad trade. And why are you hugging on Ethereum's nuts so bad? If the SLO damaged everything you had going on and you wanted people to migrate, and you said on the internet, the community chose. No, it wasn't the community that chose. You chose. But people want to remain deaf, dumb, and blind. Because it feels better to remain deaf, dumb, and blind. For them. It's nasty work, folks. It's nasty work. How much marketing can a person do? And not only multiply one person times an entire community, right? And multiply that community doing nonstop marketing, weekly, damn near daily. There's certain periods where you could see marketing being done daily, whether it's a spaces, whether it's a posting, whether it's a stream, daily, weekly at minimum, for over 5.5 years. Name it. Whatever kind of marketing you have, you can name it. Fake commercials, You got cars, buses wrapped with advertisements, Football teams or soccer, sports teams, sponsored, cars, NASCAR, racing wrapped, You got toys out here, shirts, all types of merchandise, The best one for me, the best example for me is having an entire motion picture, having an entire film made. An entire film. And you couple that with the first 622 days of the thing going up 10,000. Oh. And here we are over 5.5 years later. And you're like, yo, can't wait for the green candles. Yeah, green candles. Oh, I gotta be super positive. No, you want to be super, super closed-minded, narrow-minded, super mentally and intellectually weak. You people are not strong mentally, man. This is not the type of people you want in your team. The people I want on my team, for example, need to inform me when I'm fucking up, when I'm making mistakes, when I create errors. I expect the people on my team to bring certain things, the real truth, to my attention. Not yes me to death. Over here on that thing over there, that shanty town, shout out to Dr. Disciple, shout out that shanty town, miserable excuse of a collective, riddled with yes men, riddled with so many yes men. Only few of them, the ones who don't say yes, are highlighted because there's only a few of us that don't say yes. The majority of them have done too, and are hypocrites. They pretend like they do. They'll tell you they don't like them behind the scenes, but publicly they'll glaze them to death. Fraudulent. When you have people that already exposed the sauce, they gave the sauce. and said, yo, he's the reason why the thing went up 10,000x. Your favorite founder, your favorite giving tree, fraud, is the reason the thing went 10,000x. What do you think people are waiting for now? When people are just trying to hold hands and do prayer circles, shout out to the gentleman that did the prayer on Spaces. I don't listen to them all the time, but a couple times, like they kept that going. That I thought that was amusing. I thought that was funny as F. Them guys were doing prayers for Pulse Chain on the Spaces. Hilarious like a mother. I mean, I don't care if you like them or not. It's not even about that. I don't, like listen to them. Like, but I caught a couple sessions where they were just having prayers on Space. It was funny as F. Why? Is because that level of spirituality is lacking in this space. You could see it's like an empty shell. There's no real life. There's no real energy. There's no real fellowship in kind. It's just seeded with corruption and negativity and debauchery on the low. And it's not even on the low. Because if you have eyes, you can see it and understand it. This whole thing, this whole system, shout out to those guys, man. But that's a sidebar of a sidebar. Sticking to the topic, sticking to the point of how disingenuous these people are and want to continue to pretend like all you have to do is separate the man from the code. The more time that's passing by is the more you'll understand how married this person is to the code, to everything going on over here. The more time that passes by, if we don't see what we need to see, is the more we'll understand. Is the more I already understand, but it's the more many people will see and understand that they've been deceived in a very profound way. In an extremely profound way. And that he's not disconnected from anything going on over here. So you mean to tell me after all these tactics of marketing, including consistent streaming and all these and this and that, and a movie that people saw that did not move the needle for Pulse, none of that has moved the needle in a favorable way, the way we think it should. The SEC losing to the founder didn't move the needle. You mean to tell me a shipping container is going to solve? You mean to tell me a conference is going to help things produce green candles? Is going to pump the market? Y'all got to wake up, man. And everything rests on the laurels of one human being here because it was designed that way, under the guise of a bunch of words, a bunch of ideas, a bunch of stuff that just is rendered worthless right now because everything is down and to the right. Every time you see a post conducted by your giving tree about the 4 coins that he represents, you can rest assured in 24 to 36 hours later, it's going to be nothing but red candles. Like when he's posting about his 4 coins, it's to show y'all, look, at the market's doing good. It's green. Everything is green. Everything is green. The man puts the post out there on X and rest assured. I mean, it's just, let me tell you, man, this thing doesn't fail. It's like he does it on purpose just to, oh, everything is going too good. Let me just show everybody how good it's going so they could sell. Playing with the people. And I don't even know if he's doing it intentionally. At this point, I don't even care because I don't follow dude anymore. don't follow dude anymore. He said, "Oh, I'm staying." Crypto Panda's on one. Glizzy Globetrotters tour. Yeah, that'd be more interesting than another conference. A conference that's being headed by one of the influencers of this community that became such an influencer that your Giving Tree has no problem mentioning this founder's name. The founder is a founder too. The Giving Tree supports an influencer who's also became a founder of a bunch of shit coins, or one or two shit coins that historically have been rugged. Like, dude, like, it's just, this community has just turned into something else, man. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, all these other people, they want, no, we gotta keep it positive, keep it positive. Yeah. I get keeping it positive, but don't keep it fake. You could keep it positive, but be honest. These people are keeping it positive in a way that's so disingenuous, dismissing the fact that, yo, BlackRock isn't coming over here to buy anything. Grayscale isn't coming over here to buy anything related to Pulse. That's what I mean by anything. They're not coming over here checking for Pulse. You're waiting for, just like everyone else, is waiting for your Giving Tree to pump the market. End of story. And so everybody that's celebrating, oh, we gotta, the shipping, these people are extremely excited and clamoring, wondering when are the shipping container or containers going to hit the shores. This is how insufferable these people have become. Like, you're betting your perceived generational wealth on a shipping container landing in shores. Like, this is how he plays with y'all. Like, this is tragically comical. He playing with y'all. Just playing with y'all. Because now the narrative is also this. Because shout out to Ethereum. A lot of y'all gave up on Ethereum. A lot of y'all saw the man basically kill his own project March 11, 2024, and said the community chose the proper token and left the Ethereum token alone. How? That still don't make sense to this day. Like, this is part of the reason why not only is he learning deep life lessons, because he lacks spiritual guidance. He doesn't have any type of spiritual guidance whatsoever. And if he does, he's reading it from a book, which is sad. There's no life type of instruction. There's no real world mentorship passing. He's not receiving any information from an elder directly that's being bestowed upon him properly. You could tell, because individuals who work with elders, who study with teachers, who are being trained, it's noticeable. Who are being trained by masters don't even know that they're masters. They just understand their will and their mission enough where they have students. It's the people that recognize them as such. This fool will call you an idiot and call himself the Giving Tree. This is not what the community has done. He donned it upon himself. So already you see there's a disconnect right there. The dude is lacking. Exactly. Posted about a cargo van. These are jokes, people. Like, you have to really find it in your belly to find a sense of humor in this, the twisted, because he's just a twisted soul. You find the sense of humor in this and laugh to your heart's content. He's asking if somebody could find it. Now the people are fine people. They were once idiots. Tomorrow they'll be idiots again. But today they're fine people. Can you donate a van? Meanwhile, he raised $1.6 billion in 6 months. And these deaf, dumb, and blind individuals here eat it all up. That's why you have folks who will always be oppressed in life. It's sad. This is an example, a clear example about how there's certain people that will always, always remain gullible and be taken advantage of. Straight like that. Straight like that. You're waiting for somebody now because he told you under 2 months, and then they try to break that code down. Some other influencer trying to say, oh, he's not good with timing things. He said under 2 months. Oh, he's never good with timing things. Now you're giving an excuse because you don't see, you see the lies. It's not about bad timing. That's just what he tells you to throw you off so you could eat it up. But you watching factual things that show the contradictions and hypocrisy and don't check those things. You don't speak on that. You don't highlight that. All of them fraudulent, yo. There's only a handful that I can listen to. Most of them, like 98% of them, not at all. They're not real, man. And unfortunately, you have communities on Pulse that are thriving. You got communities on Pulse that are thriving. They're doing some things that just seem like so risky, highly speculative plays. But you think these sleepwalking, fake-ass celebrity, Pulse chain celebrity influencers, they're celebrities in their own heads. They think they're famous. You think they would give a small community that has a project that's 50,000 market cap, 100,000 market cap, maybe 200, you think that they would give them any type of exposure? No, because if you do, you got to grease their palms. You got to pour baby oil on their palms, like you're going to a Diddy freak off, so they could basically promote your project. It's nasty, man. It's nasty, man. It's an embarrassment being on Pulse Chain. It really is at this point, until the atmosphere changes and until the revenue that everybody waiting for materializes and hits our wallets. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. And everybody telling you otherwise, they fake. They're blind, deaf, and dumb, and fake. And not holding the giving tree responsible and to task. Oh, they'll tell you, why are you crying? Not your keys, not your coin. Yeah, that goes both ways. It ain't about crying. It's about being real. Oh, you don't put more than you could afford to lose. Got nothing to do with that. It got everything to do with checking the hypocrisy. Why can't you talk about some Gandhiji.io? It's because people got hate in their blood. You understand? They got hate in their blood. They're not looking to really expand their view and really expose themselves to something that can be potentially rewarding. They got too much hate and poison in their blood of the foolishness from the giving tree. Tainted their spirit, tainted their system, it tainted their brain. You understand? They would throw money at some trash. A community member, or fake crypto OG would come on the scene, jump on somebody, an influencer stream, and all of a sudden the influencer gives them clout, and now the viewers can believe in them because they have this fake perceived clout. And guess what that member does now? The new person on the scene. Oh, launch a sacrifice and get millions. And get millions. But you have somebody like Gandhiji, like Sonny, been putting in work 7 years, studying, working, building, really for real, really for real. Kindness out of his heart. From the metal, from what he's done, you could see it. It resonates. It's who he is. The embodiment of what he talks about, he is. And he shows it on the chain. And he shows it in the community. I've done it for years. And the energy is not reciprocated, right? The energy is not reciprocated the same. But you could throw hundreds of millions of dollars to garbage. You could expend all this time, energy, money wastefully in places and never get a return on your investment. Like it's nothing. It's the paradox of life. It's the paradox of life. People are weird, weirdo energy. You give a nondescript somebody who was drunk, frolicking, talking about their Johnson. Huh? Made a meme out of their Johnson. I'm not talking about Red Bull nonsense. Frolicking, just nonsense. Create a meme. Huh? Raised, and just with that meme alone, raised $1 million plus. Someone who had no clue. And shout out. He's from Europe too. I believe he's from London too. Somebody else. Now I got nothing to do with Gandhiji. Some other nondescript dude came on the scene easy because he saw an easy lick. Because these people here, like the dude, the Giving Tree made it comfortable. It made it comfortable for people to become intellectually lazy and just think that he's the only one worth listening to. So some people, they know how to think and read between the lines. They saw the opportunity to come in, make nice, be accepted, go to functions. Oh yeah, you having something in Amsterdam? You having something in some nondescript locale? I'm gonna go hobnob with you. I'll even dance with you with your gay, zesty ass outfit. I'll dance, smile, take a picture. Build the confidence, build the notoriety. Be well liked. And my personality is a bit charming, so I'll make you laugh. And I'll jump on some streams. I'll do this for a good 3 to 4 months. Then I introduce you. My project. Well, you're not gonna trust me. I took a picture with the Giving Tree. I've been on your streams. I'm chilling with you. And behind the scenes, right? Yeah, you can, I'm good money. You throw some money to a person like that who just came onto crypto, know nothing about nothing, but knows how to grift, but won't throw it to a place like Gandhiji.io. For whatever shortcomings and racist blockages you might, and ignorant, foolish reasons y'all got. Well, people buy things at the price they deserve. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. Whenever you acquire something because you got it at the price you deserve. Fire. You know what's fire? This thing is ending. The pre-sale for the NFTs ending Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's how it's not written like that on the site. But for me, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this thing is clipped for the NFT pre-sale. It's over. That's the end. That's it. The NFT pre-sale, y'all. Like that's, for Ethereum, Ethereum. All of a sudden, these fake people too in that community are talking, oh, Ethereum, look at Ethereum. Oh, because the treasury, oh, he made a profit off the treasury. But what happened, Eslo? What was the play? You don't understand the play that's going on. You'll never understand because he's too cheap to even tell you. He's too cheap to be kind and benevolent to himself like that. I'm telling you, man. Any little thing he got, you think he really paid full price? Come on, man. Come on, man. Cheap ass soul asking for a van. Meanwhile, you got billions in 6 months, but you're asking for a van. And these people would throw money at cars. They'll throw money at wrapping cars. They'll throw money in tours. They'll throw money in all kinds of weirdo projects that scam to your face. Projects that's launched by founders in the community and just scam. You could see it live, sniping taking place. You could see live the liquidity being pulled right in your face. Expending millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Easy. And then look at something like this and say, oh no, that's old tech. No, Gandhi, what's that? Gandhi, oh no, oh no. The founder said that. The founder knows dick. The founder knows how to rage quit on DOC. That's what the founder knows. He knows how to rage quit. Yeah, that's documented. Fool. But shout out to the community member that's heading the conference. Shout out to Ladies Liquor, and yeah, if you watch my channel, you know who shout out to Dude, who saved his friend who got caught in the airport with a bullet. Shout out to Dude, because Dude, congratulations, he got married, so he levels up. See, this is the thing. I thought, I said the Giving Tree has a protege, because the Giving Tree openly acknowledged the protege. The protege felt disrespected in the beginning of this year and said, yo, Giving Tree, you need to apologize to me. And guess what the Giving Tree did? In no less than 48 hours, the Giving Tree gave up an apology in his own way. Say, hey guys, there's a conference taking place. Good job, therapist, crypto therapist. Good job. Thank you, crypto therapist. Yeah. The crypto therapist, you got to follow his moves, right? He ain't perfect, but I'm watching, following the move. I'm like, yo, this dude kind of leveled up. He learned what he learned from who? The Giving Tree. Might not have really understood what he was doing with liquidity pool and launching and this and that, but he told the world, yo, he's down bad. He said, as a leader, you got to do what leaders do. I'm down bad. That's what he said. Right? So he did him. He's doing him. Try to put up his car for sale. I don't know what happened with this. Was years back, so. But he's been doing these things like nobody else has done it. That's what the conference. That's what he's known for and all that. But the dude recently got married. Shout out to him for getting married. Something that your founder knows absolutely nothing about. Shout out to the conference founder for getting married. Something your Giving Tree knows nothing about. Your Giving Tree is too disconnected and too immature, too ignorant, I might even say, and too scared to even take that plunge. Black Levin, I see you, man. That's yo, you know, when you come over here, I'm gonna share my perspective. I'm gonna share my perspective. I'm over here. I'm gonna share my perspective, man. And you know what's gonna be even more sick? Look, the conference founder and the Giving Tree are two different people. The conference founder just got married. Shout out to the conference founder for getting married, because the Giving Tree knows nothing about marriage. Absolutely nothing. Should the conference founder and his wife be blessed by getting pregnant and expecting a child and having a child, the conference founder's comprehension, consciousness will evolve even further, and he will be able to identify the complete, absolute fuck shit that the Giving Tree has been spewing for the last 8 years. Because sometimes you have to go through certain phases of life to understand certain things. It doesn't matter how many times you're told. It doesn't matter if you read about it, you hear about it. If you don't live through it, it means it becomes meaningless for you. You have to go through it yourself. So, with that, good people, I'm going to catch you on the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all already know what it is. Yeah, yo, I walk through the streets like the grand wizard of poetry, and your boy got that bling, so nigga just know it's me. Jodeci, freaking them, pick locks like shaking them. Move with a squad, does blunts with Keith in them. Gucci trench coats, military velour suits, coat filtered through a machine and made raw suit. Not talking Raisin Bran when he took 2 scoops. One sniffer turned him to a dog like Big Snoop. A smooth operator, cold word 9/11, cold word FedEx, cause I'm sending them straight to heaven. Shaka Khan, Stalker Dawn, standing on Onyx, a gold bird in the octagon. Banquets, raking in the cream on Telerockethons. Wedding day, get married on me, and I'll pop your aunt, pop your papa. Claps is popular, 7 blocks long. Who shot you? Is what I scream, a Big Papa song.
Saying how the bad actors are scrambling for the bad actions of gambling, listening to the fake crypto frowning hard, who didn't have the faintest idea of smashing the dough cheeks undercover. He got no kids and no progeny. He hiding on the internet telling the people he's looking for glory, controlling the minds of the brainless sheep. You had a Marine guy pay for your food cause you so cheap. You look to social media for validation, cause your attention serves you for your daily emasculation. Sassafras, Jamaican man told me he had no idea what the heaven was a sassafras. Old school Macintosh, listening to Peter Tosh in a white tuxedo suit, popping collars on a freedom yacht. Harpoon shot, unorthodox the way I box for the have-nots who have not, sleeping on cots. And not afraid to get got in the field or on the block, looking up at the sky, praying for the blessings to drop.